Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you giving my channel a chance. My channel is all about crocheting, a little bit about knitting, yarn, and my journey in the yarning community. Returning subscribers, hi, thanks so much for coming and spending a little bit of your Sunday with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Today is kind of like a weekly wrap up, what I've been doing for the week. I have a couple of finished objects. You see the box over here? There's two of them. It's part of my premiere yarn haul. And some directions onto where I'm going. So today let's get started with, I finished my corner to quarter Boggy Creek camp blanket. You guys, I am so pleased with the way this turned out. I think it is so pretty and so soft. And this yarn, it's the Bernat Forever Finer Fleece, or Fleece Finer. But you know what I mean. It is just beautiful, soft, squishy yarn. It works up on your hook so perfect. It is, and it's got great stitch definition. I could see people doing Graphgans with this because you can just, the definition is so good and it's so soft and so warm. This is going to be a fantastic blanket for somebody. I love it, and I am beyond thrilled that I now understand the concept of corner to corner. Thank you, Nancy from She's Got Yarn Too. She's the one who sent me to Bella Coco, and that's the one that clicked. So blanket number 2 finished for Boggy Creek. I had somebody ask me yesterday, as a matter of fact, they contacted me on Instagram for information about it. If you don't know what Boggy Creek is, if you don't know what the blanket drive is, I'll link Nancy below with the, they did a live question and answer probably about a month ago. I'll link that video below. Watch it. It explains everything about the camp, about what they're looking for. And I do believe Nancy's address is in the show notes of that. If not, I do have Nancy's address if anybody needs it. So that's blanket number 2. The other day when I was looking through my bin of finished projects for something to add the twisted fringe on so that I could do my tutorial, I came across a blanket that I made probably 2 years ago. And it was literally at the bottom of the thing, of the box. So it's been here for a while. I don't know, maybe I just didn't think it was good enough for anybody. I don't know. It was in the bottom of the box. But I look at it now and I'm thinking, this was a pretty blanket. Why didn't I just, I don't know, give it to one of my grandkids or something? I don't know. But, and I'll be honest with you, I have no clue what this yarn is. I can tell you I did rows and rows and rows of half double crochet. So that ought to tell you how early in my crocheting journey this was. And then I used some like velvet yarn in a half double crochet to make the border. And instead of sitting in the bottom of my thing, I'm going to send this one off to Boggy Creek too. So this is blanket number 3 that is finished. The corner to corner, the blue one, I am not putting a border on it. I've decided it's fine the way it is. No border for that one. My granny square one, when I get that one finished, I've decided I am going to put a border on that, but something very simple. Just a little picot edge is all I'm going to do on that one. So that decision has been made. I'm sticking to it because I have a tendency to flip-flop, but that's what I'm planning on doing. To be honest with you, I had to take a break from blankets. This weekend, I did no blankets. Friday night, after I posted the tutorial for the fringe, I was like, I can't do any more blankets. So this is the pocket scarf that has been sitting in my finished objects bin for I don't know how long, probably 2 years. And I really like it. It's a really nice shawl. It's just not very practical for Florida. But I put the fringe on both ends, the twisted fringe on both ends. And I thought, well, what could make this a set that would make a good Christmas gift, or maybe I could try to sell. So I made a hat to go with it. I don't know somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew that this wasn't finished because I had left the yarn with this. So this is the same yarn. I believe it is Premier Serenity Chunky. Don't quote me. Because this was so long ago, but I'm thinking that's what I would have picked up at Walmart when I was first starting out. But anyway, so I made this little hat. It's not little, it's an adult size. I did front post, back post, ribbing. This here section is third loop from the half double crochet. I love how that makes that definition there. And then this is the faux alpine stitch that I did for another hat. So, and I don't wear hats, but I thought it turned out super cute. Super cute. And so now this set, I think I'm going to either put on my Facebook page to sell or on Marketplace. I haven't decided. And I have to do something about this pom-pom. It is not tight enough. So that is the other thing I have to fix before this goes out. But I love how this turned out. The shawl is warm and squishy, and now it's fun with the fringe. So that's finished project number 2, technically. One of my subscribers, Grandma MN, I believe it's Minnesota. Hi, thanks for commenting. She sent me a comment on my tutorial saying, could you do the twisted fringe on the top of a hat instead of a pom-pom? Well, that got me thinking. So Friday night, in our bedroom, I was sitting watching TV with my husband. I think we were starting to watch the World Series. I threw together a cute little hat and put the twisted fringe on the top. Now, there is no rhyme or reason. None of these are the same size. None of these, but how cute did that turn out? I thought this is just a basic top-down beanie, child-size beanie. But then when I closed it up with the green down here that has all the pretty colors in it, and made the twisted fringe to close up the top. And now you've got, and this is that hometown that I got from Walmart for like, I don't know, $3 a skein. And it's a chunky 6. So this is a heavy, warm hat for some kid. I'm going to send it to my daughter. If my granddaughter likes it, she's more than welcome to it. Their school has a box in the cafeteria where they throw donated hats and gloves and stuff for kids who forget their hat or lose their hat. And if my granddaughter doesn't want it, it can go into the bin of donated hats. I'm sure somebody can get use out of it because this is going to be a nice warm hat. But look, you can put the fringe on the top of a hat. So thank you, Grandma Emmon. I appreciate the inspiration. It's so cute, and I think I'll do a couple more of these. This was fun, and see how it turns out. I had a thought of maybe doing it down the side, kind of like a horse's mane. There you go. There's another idea for you. So, yeah. So the twisted fringe just isn't for shawls, blankets, and pillows anymore. It's now for beanies on the top of your hat. So those are my finished, well, I take that back. There's one more finished object. I know I've mentioned a couple of times that I want to make a table runner or doily or something for my table for Thanksgiving, something that I made. And when I had gotten this Crochet World, and I'm sure you've all seen this, I saw this doily. Well, I looked at it and I thought, it's made out of that cotton tiny thread. There's no way I can make that. So the other day I had to go into town, and I always stop at Michael's and Joann's when I do that because it's such a far drive for me. And I went to the books to see if they had any pattern books that were table runners. Well, I didn't see anything specifically table runners, but I came across this, 101 doilies. Look how cute those are. This is a 3D one. And then on the back, they have some more. This looks like a granny square, but look how intricate and pretty this is. I mean, some of these doilies are beautiful. So I saw this one and I thought that would make a really pretty table runner. And the beauty of this book is that they have the instructions written so that you can use either the number 10 thread and make a small version, or a number 4 cotton to make a larger one. So this one with the cotton would be an 8.5 by 10 or 11.5 oval. But I'm like, well, before we dive into that one, let's do something that's not so difficult, because I am not a pattern reader yet. I mean, I could read basic patterns, but some of the more intricate ones, So the very first one in there is this one. Ta-da! I made this doily, and all by reading the pattern. So my thinking process is, if I can do that one, I'm going to try the number 2 one. That one's a little more difficult before I get to the one that I want to make for my table. I just thought if I could make that into the, 8.5 by 11, and then maybe make 2 of them and attach them somehow to have them, or maybe 3 to go down my table, or maybe just make 1. I don't know. We'll see how difficult it is. I was looking through this and see if I can find the one I was like, I need to make, and then I started doing it. I'm like, nope. Something in the instructions. Here it is. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. No, I can't do it. There's a symbol that is, it's an asterisk, then a cross, and then single crochet in the next 5 chain space. Well, what does the cross mean? I looked in this book. There's no, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff back here, stitch guides and conversion charts, abbreviations. Nowhere in there does it tell you what that little cross means. So I don't know what that means, so I don't know what to do. So there's more to pattern reading than meets the eye, but I'm going to get there. And while I was there, I picked this up, and I'm sure I've seen other people with this, but I want to make that. And I want to make this, if I can find it, for my granddaughter. She's all about black and white now. I know by the time I figure out how to make this sweater, she'll be on to something else. Because when I first started making her sweater, if you remember, I was making a Tunisian sweater for her in green. Now she hates green. So now I don't know what I'm going to do with that Tunisian sweater that I started. Ugh. Grandkids who are teenagers who flip-flop. Anyway, so these were the two things that I picked up at Michael's, and it's given me a lot of inspiration. So hopefully I'll figure out how to make that one Thanksgiving-ish looking doily, and I will show you my progress. But hey, I did this one. If I can do this one, I can do that one, right? The other thing is Premiere. Now, I did open these and took out the crinkly bits because it gets crazy. I have 2 boxes here of Premiere yarns. I believe I have 2 more coming. When they had their $2.99 sale, how could you miss that? You just couldn't. So I'm just going to show you the colors. I'm going to tell you the specs once because they're all the same. And then I'm going to show you the colors I got. And then I have more coming. So the specs on these are their everyday anti-pilling bobbins. And this is their anti-pilling acrylic yarn that is so soft and so squishy and works up so well. And these color combinations are fabulous. I've got 2 of every kind. That I have 2 of each for the ones that I've got. And they're basically 3 balls of yarn in one. Each color section is 181 yards for a total of 543 yards for $2.99. How can you beat that? It is a number 4. It says use a 5.5 hook. Ogotex tested and approved. It's anti-pilling acrylic, I believe. Yeah, machine wash, tumble dry, don't iron. This color is peacock. Look at that dark teal, and then the marl of the teal and the light. Like, it's not really mint, but it's I don't know how to describe that color. But I love this dark teal, and I love the marl. So that's one color I got. The other color I got in this box, I have 2 of these, is called Deep Sea, with the gray and then the marl of the gray and then the dark teal. I mean, how pretty would this all be together? The colors all go. They don't match. I mean, these aren't an identical match, but they're shades and they go. And you can make a big project with these. And the last one in this box is, how pretty is this cornflower blue? And then this like sky blue. Oh, it's so pretty. And this one is called Blue Moon. And I love this cornflower blue. And then the marl of that. It's so pretty. So that's box number 1. Box number 2 contains, this color is called Cordial. Can't really see through the plastic. I should have opened these up too. Sorry. And this one is Cherry's Jubilee. I'm sorry. And it's like a red, like a Christmas red, and then marled with the pink, and then a pink. And then this one fell apart. This one is called Snowy Owl. And it's like a silver gray, and then the gray and the white mixed, and a white. I love this. And then I got, yes, I went a little crazy with these, and I have more coming. Oh, my husband's gonna have a stroke. This one is called Cordial, and it's like a dusty rose mixed with a dark, not quite a wine color. And I love this. And then finally, the last color that's in this box. And this one is called Lime Green. How fun is this? Nancy, she's got yarn too. This is her color. This just screams Nancy. She loves this neon chartreuse green business. So those are the colors I have currently here. I have more coming. But I have 2 of every one of the colors so far. I know I have more of the snowy owl coming because I have an idea what I want to do with the snowy owl. And I think I got some of just the plain white, only because you always can use plain white anti-pilling acrylic yarn for $2.99 for almost 600 yards, 540 yards for $2.99. I got a bunch of the white because that's a great staple to have around. Also in here, these were on sale, I want to say 3 for $6. It might have been 3 for, I'm pretty sure it was 3 for $6. But these are, I think these were universal yarns. Yes, these are universal yarns. And it's called the Fibra Nutra. And the brand is Unity. Now these are a number 3. And they are 36 wool, 28 cotton, 18 linen, and 18% bamboo. You do have to hand wash these and lie them flat to dry. They're made in Turkey. I tell you it was a number 3. And it says to use a 4mm hook. This color is Elixir. And it's I don't know, like I don't know how to describe this, like a purpley gray would be the best I can say. There, that's a good representation of it. Then I got this color, which is Sage, which is so pretty. This is a really pretty, and this yarn has got a unique texture to it. I don't know what you call it, but it might even be roving. But can you see the unique texture on this? This color is called Adobe, and it's kind of a, I don't know, like a brick red, a muted brick red. I love that. And then this one is called Purple Fog, and it's a silvery, no, not even silver. I would say like a heather purple, like, you know, the heather that grows wild in the woods, that kind of a heather purple. And then this one, I love this one. This one's called Cob, and it's a mustard yellow. So pretty. And then the last one is called Cognac, and it's like a salmon-y orange. My thought is, excuse me, that these would make a beautiful scarf or a wrap or a shawl. And, you know, with each one of these having 262 yards, I think I can make a pretty, I'm thinking like a half circle shawl, like the one Carrie Penny did. Something similar to that with all these colors together. I don't know if I'm going to do like big sections, use one color till it runs out and then go to the next, or stripes or what, I don't know. But I love all these colors together. I think it'll make a beautiful project. So that is my part 1 of my premiere haul. I don't know when the rest of it is coming. It said it all shipped, but there's construction on the road leading into my neighborhood, so we're having a hard time even getting the regular mail. That's another story. So premiere yarn haul I love it. What's going to happen for the rest of the week? I'm going to pick up my Boggy Creek granny square again. I'm going to get working on that. I have my luck of the draw that I need to, I didn't do this week's. I'll probably wait till Thursday and then do the 2 weeks at the same time when they draw the next number. Monday is, I've dedicated my Monday to working on the Not So Ugly Christmas sweater that I'm doing with Lynette at Charm Grammy. That's a crochet along or a make along that she's doing in conjunction with Hobie. So if you don't know anything about that, I'll link Lynette down below. You can check out that. It's a fun little, even if you don't do a Christmas project or an ugly Christmas, mine's a not so ugly Christmas sweater that I'm working on. So that's what I'm going to be doing on Monday. And then, I don't know, whatever else, you know, I have a tendency to have, you know, I see a project and I got to start it. Like, this is calling my name. I want to start a Christmas blanket with some of this red and green. How fun would that be? I mean, I think this would be a fun Christmassy looking something. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't that be fun? Maybe with the snowy owl mixed in. So yeah, this is calling me. It's like, come on, play with me. Play with me. I have so many things that want me to play with them. So, and then I've got my doily that I want to work on. I'll get there. Winners from my giveaway last week. Only 2 of you contacted me, so your prizes will be going out. Thank you for contacting me and getting your addresses. I will get those out to you next week. I have closed it, so the rest of the other 3 prizes are going to be forfeited, and I'm sorry about that. I will put them away for another time. As always, you can email me, find me on Facebook, find me on Instagram. Remember, I appreciate each and every one of you, and until we can be together again, be kind to everyone.